Okay, imagine this. You take billions, literally billions, of images, articles, and songs from all over the internet, you throw them all into this giant digital blender and just hit on. What do you think comes out? Well, that is the huge, explosive question at the very heart of this battle between AI and artists, and today we're going to unpack it.
So you've seen these AI-generated images, and let's be honest, they can be absolutely breathtaking. Like, just stunningly beautiful, complex, they can really make you feel something. But here's the million-dollar question. Is it a true masterpiece, or is it just a really high-tech ripoff, built on the hard work of other people, all without their permission? Figuring that out, well, that's what this is all about.
So what exactly lit the fuse on this creative explosion? Well, it was this brand new wave of what we call generative AI. Suddenly, these tools, you've probably heard of them, right? Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, DALL-E. They didn't just show up on the scene. Oh, no. They completely changed the game.
I mean, it is absolutely wild. You can just type in a few words, something crazy like a photorealistic astronaut riding a horse on Mars, and boom, seconds later, there it is. It's an image. It feels like pure magic, doesn't it? But behind that magic, a massive, fierce debate has kicked off. And it really all comes down to one simple question. Where is the AI getting its ideas from?
Okay, so how does an AI learn to be so, creative? It's definitely not magic. Even though it feels like it, it's actually all about consuming just a staggering, mind-boggling amount of data.
Okay, so here's how it works. Let's break it down. Step 1. The AI model basically hoovers up billions, and I mean billions, of works from all over the internet. Images, articles, sounds, you name it. Then, step 2, it sifts through all that data to learn patterns. It figures out concepts, artistic styles, what a cat looks like, or what impressionism actually means. And finally, step 3, it uses all of that learned knowledge to generate something that looks and feels totally new. And this right here, this is the massive problem. That training data, it's not just, old paintings from the public domain. Nope, it includes countless photos, illustrations, and articles that are protected by copyright. And they've all been scraped and used without getting a single bit of permission from the artist who made them.
So, as you can probably imagine, this has set up a huge, direct confrontation. It's the people who actually create the art versus the big companies building the AI tools.
And really, the entire argument boils down to this one question. Is this AI a super sophisticated tool that transforms what it learns into something new and original? Or is it just a machine for digital theft on an absolutely industrial scale? And as you can see, the two sides could not be further apart. If you talk to artists, their argument is pretty simple. My work is being stolen to train a machine that's going to compete with me and make my skills worthless. They want consent, and they want to be paid for their work. But then you have the AI companies. They're arguing this is all covered under fair use. They say the AI is just learning, it's not copying, and it's basically a new tool, kind of like Photoshop. And they warn that if we put too many rules on it, we're going to slow down innovation.
So, of course, the legal system is now scrambling to catch up. I mean, this technology has just blown open this massive legal gray area, and now courts all over the world are pretty much trying to write the rule book as the game is being played. Okay, so one of the first really big moves came from the US Copyright Office. They've laid down this principle of human authorship. And what that means is, if a piece of art is made entirely by an AI, you can't copyright it, period. For a work to get that legal protection, a human being has to have made a really substantial creative contribution, something way more than just typing a simple prompt and hitting enter.
And trust me, this isn't just some theoretical debate happening in a courtroom somewhere. This is playing out in the real world, right now. You've got Getty Images suing an AI company for scraping millions of their photos, watermarks and all. The creator of that comic, Zarya of the Dawn, she was denied copyright for the AI-generated images in her book. And remember the huge Hollywood strikes? A big part of that fight was about getting protections for writers and actors so they wouldn't be replaced by this exact technology.
And if you look around the world, it's pretty clear there is no single answer. Everybody's tackling this differently. The US, like we said, is focused on this human authorship idea. The EU is working on a system where artists can opt out. China has already implemented rules requiring clear watermarks on all AI-generated stuff. And then you have Japan, where the laws are way more relaxed, and that's become super controversial. So with this crazy complex legal patchwork all over the globe, the big question is, where do we go from here? And you can feel the conversation starting to shift. It's moving away from just pointing out the problem and towards trying to find some actual workable solutions. All right, so what are some of these potential paths forward? Well, there are a few key ideas on the table. One is forcing AI companies to be transparent about what's in their training data. Another is giving artists really clear ways to either opt out of having their work used or maybe even opt in. Some folks are talking about creating royalty systems, kind of like how Spotify pays musicians, right? And pretty much everyone agrees we need clear labels on AI content and probably a whole new set of copyright laws designed for an AI-assisted world.
This quote really gets to the heart of the whole thing. The outcome of this fight, it isn't just about tech or some boring legal document. It's about defining what creativity even means in the 21st century. It's about who gets to be a creator and who gets to own what they make.
So when all is said and done, what is this technology going to be? Is it going to become an incredible tool that empowers artists, leading to this amazing new era of human-machine collaboration? Or is it going to be the thing that replaces them, that undermines the value of human creativity altogether? The truth is, nobody knows for sure. The answer to that question is being written right now, as we speak.